America at a crossroads. NoKings protests spark fiery debate over democracy and division. In a bold display of dissent, thousands are set to take to the streets across the nation this Saturday, rallying under the banner of NoKings, a movement directly challenging President Donald Trump's leadership. But here's where it gets controversial. The GOP has labeled these gatherings as Hate America rallies, igniting a fiery debate over patriotism, protest, and the very essence of American democracy. And this is the part most people miss. These protests aren't just about Trump. They're a response to what organizers call a dangerous slide toward authoritarianism, fueled by an aggressive executive branch, a government shutdown, and policies that many see as threats to free speech and human rights. On June 14, 2025, a massive crowd gathered at Ocean Beach in San Francisco to protest U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) raids, a stark reminder of the deep divisions over immigration policy. This weekend's NoKings demonstrations, the third major mobilization since Trump's return to the White House, are expected to be the largest yet. With over 2,600 rallies planned nationwide, organizers claim they're within a one-hour drive for most Americans, making it nearly impossible to ignore the movement's reach. The stakes couldn't be higher. This isn't just another protest. It's a test of America's democratic resilience. The government shutdown, now in its 18th day, has halted federal programs and services, but it's also become a battleground over the balance of power. Democrats argue they're standing up to Trump's overreach, while Republicans accuse them of holding the government hostage to appease the far left. House Speaker Mike Johnson didn't hold back, calling the rallies a gathering of Antifa types, Marxists, and people who hate capitalism. But Democratic leaders like Senate Leader Chuck Schumer and Independent Senator Bernie Sanders see it differently. Sanders, in a Facebook post, declared, "It's a Love America rally. A rally of millions who believe in our Constitution and won't let Donald Trump turn this country into an authoritarian society." A movement gaining momentum. What started as scattered protests earlier this year against Elon Musk's cuts in spring and Trump's military parade in June has evolved into a unified opposition movement. Organizers like Ezra Levin, co-founder of Indivisible, argue that patriotic people power is the greatest threat to authoritarianism. And the numbers back them up. From 1,300 registered locations in April to over 2,600 this weekend, the movement is growing. But Republicans aren't convinced. They paint the protesters as radicals, blaming them for prolonging the shutdown and pushing the country further apart. The question that divides us: are these protests a patriotic defense of democracy, or a divisive attack on American values? The GOP's Hate America label has sparked outrage, but it's also forced a conversation about what it means to love your country. As House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries put it, "What's hateful is what happened on January 6th. What you'll see this weekend is patriotism, people standing up to the extremism Donald Trump has unleashed." Where do you stand? This isn't just a political debate. It's a question of identity and ideals. Do you see these protests as a necessary check on presidential power, or a dangerous escalation of partisan conflict? As the nation watches, one thing is clear. The NoKings movement is more than a rally. It's a reflection of America's deepest divides and highest aspirations. What do you think? Is this a fight for democracy, or a step toward further polarization? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments.